late. Anytime we have a date, but I love her. I'm gonna ask her, is you is or is you ain't my baby? The way you acting lately makes me down. You is still my baby, baby. See my fling in your heart's done gone out. A woman is a creature that's always been strange. Just when you sure of one, you find she's gone and made a change. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? Maybe baby's found somebody new. But they know my baby is still my baby true.
Hello and welcome to the lighthouse. Um, I got a treat for people here. It's a new series, and it's going to revolve around song dedications. And this is going to be for I'm trying to figure out the schedule here and what exactly I want to do. I have ideas, but again, it's about time. I actually did a reading last night. I'm like, I want to create quick things. You know, it's not bad to have the longer ones sometimes because again, you're getting it's all for free, and you're getting a full course meal, something that you can walk away with some tools to apply to one's life again, as opposed to these drive-through readings that most people gravitate towards. These quick little 10-minute things that just kind of tell you the situation and that's it. There's no guidance, there's no nothing. It's just, yeah, this person's doing this and this is this and that's it. But again, I try to give more. But at the same time, I want to do less because again, it's a lot. It's a lot to channel the energy. It's a lot to talk because I'm not really a talker. Um, I don't talk to anyone during the day. Like I don't speak. The only time I use my voice is generally when I'm doing a reading. And yesterday I talked for 4 hours straight, and I'm still kind of, you probably hear it in my voice a little bit that it's still a little worn because again I don't interact with people. I don't, so my voice doesn't get used that much. But I did the reading and I was hoping to make it kind of short. I tried it, I had an idea. Maybe I'd do something for the signs, because a lot of people like to see signs, um, not just collective readings. And I did something before where I did law of attraction for the different elements. But so I said, well, maybe I can keep that, but add something else too. Like even if it's a monthly reading, but I was like, maybe I'll just try to keep them more brief. And I says, I know what I'll do. I'll do an overview and I'll do all three signs in the same reading, and then I can just timestamp. Let me tell you, I did the earth signs last night, and it came out to be 2.5 hours long because I'm doing again three signs. I'm like, well, what the hell is the difference? Now it just makes it so that I don't know if it makes sense or if I should just upload them individually, if that makes more sense. Again, it would make more sense to do it that way if the reading was going to be short. I was hoping to do all three signs within an hour, hour and a half. But that didn't work. It never goes that way. Um, so I actually had a hard time uploading it because I record on my laptop here and then I take the USB and I bring it over to the other thing. Like I said, I got old setups over here. Even this laptop's from like 2010. My desktop is like from 2010. So I'm not working with new equipment. You know, I just got the microphone. That's what the little webcam that's there. I mean, I would like to have the camera set up so that it's kind of next to me, or so that you can see the cards like from an up angle, you know, where you're looking down at it so you can see what I see as opposed to from the side. But I don't have a tripod. I don't have. So we're trying to work with what we got. Even my computer, when I try to process videos, it uses like 100% of the CPU just to, again, prepare when I do the just I'm afraid it's going to burn out. Like I said, so we're trying to work with what we got, but um, so my setup, like I said, I have to move things over, but I couldn't do it. It wouldn't go onto the USB, so that is coming. Um, but I don't know if I want to do the rest because it was supposed to be for the week, but considering it was so long, I said maybe I should do it for the month. So I'm still unsure what I'm doing, but you know, that will be coming out as I'm talking for 5 minutes here. And you're like, okay, well, what is the thing that you got? But I'm just trying to tell people again what's going on, what's coming, what I'm working on, what I'm trying to figure out. But this again is going to be a new series based on, again, songs, right? Because I'm always getting songs in my head. So I figured, well, might as well put them on cards. I even ran out of cards, and I'm using these. Again, I have ones that I've made already, like professionally, in the queue, because I want, when I place my order, I want to be able to print out, again, the multiple decks that I have in there already. Um, but I said, in the meantime, let me just write them out here. And we can give this a trial run and we can see how it works. And then I'll know if this is something that people like. Because again, it will help people to better understand even more what another person is feeling or thinking. And they can actually go and listen to the song. And I figure it'd be something that's cool and different, and maybe you get a few laughs out of some things again, because I've got songs that are for romantic stuff, and I've got songs that are for like the collective. I gotta leave this here for now because these are the questions. So let me put it over here. So what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be for, we'll do this one, say, for twin flame soulmates, right? So we're gonna have one side here, the mutual energy between, the advice from the universe, right? So look how many. I have got a catalog in my head, let me tell you. Because when I was younger, it was all about singing, dancing, acting. I mean, I studied dance. I used to choreograph. I mean, I used to sing. I kind of made videos private now, but I did have them up. So, you know, entertainment, music was a big part of my upbringing. Not so much anymore. But again, I've listened to all kinds of music from all different genres, from the 40s up until recent stuff. Um, so there's plenty in here. It's a little something for everybody. So let's see what songs we got coming out here. This pile is too thick. I can't even shuffle. All right. So we're going to do masculine and feminine. And again, just stands for energy. And it's whatever side you resonate with, and the other side is supposed to be person. It's kind of like how we do, because this isn't a personal reading, it's general, so I can't be, you know, too specific. Okay, so we're going to start with the masculine, right? And this is going to be, let's say, for, you know, 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, we're going to do this. So considering that we are already beginning the second week, I guess the next one will come in the last one. And it's 8 minutes and I haven't even put it. Sorry. Okay. What are the masculines? thoughts, current thoughts in regards to the feminine. Again, this is going to be Twin Flame Soulmate reading for the next 2 weeks. All right, I stopped it because it was 18 minutes and I'm still laying out cards. So I might leave the beginning and kind of fast forward or blend it so that it's, because again, that shit was taking too long. And that's why I always lay them out ahead of time. But sometimes people think that you pick the cards yourself, and I don't. I shuffle and I let spirit pick them always. I mean, once in a while I'll pick them myself, like shuffle through and just pull something out. But I usually let the universe do the selecting. But we have our things here. So, and I'm not going to talk too much about whatever. People can go and listen to the songs. So, get a pen and a piece of paper, right? So that you have your little list of what you need to look up if you don't know the songs already. So again, we have the masculine side, the feminine side. Again, masculine and feminine doesn't mean male, female. It just means the energy, whoever's embodying the energy, right? And again, one is about being receptive and open and nurturing, right? And giving. And one is about, taking action, taking the lead, So, or whichever side you fit. And then we have the mutual again and the advice. So, the thoughts for the masculine in regards to the feminine are, do you remember the time by Michael Jackson and Erotic City by Prince? So the masculines, wondering if there's any remembrances, fond remembrances of yesteryear when we used to talk on the phone from night till dawn. Do you remember the time? And then, of course, the Erotic City, it's about getting busy. So that's the masculine's thoughts. Ready? The feminine's thoughts in regards to the masculine are Billie Jean. Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. And Do I Ever Cross Your Mind by Brian McKnight. So, I don't know if, again, somebody is wondering if somebody's a Billie Jean, if somebody is just looking to hook up for some fringe benefits, whether that's, trying to trap somebody into something with some kind of baby, or claiming somebody's baby. I don't know what the situation is over here, but maybe people are wondering about people's motives. Well, what are you really here for? Again, is it the homosexual situation? Not looking for love, looking for help? This is, there's a struggle here. Or maybe the feminine wonders if that's what the masculine thinks. Is that what you think I am? You think that that's why I want to be with you? You think it's just a game? You think I just want to trap you? You think I just want to, you know? So maybe the feminine feels a little offended. But again, people can't take things personally because it depends on what people have already been through in life, right? Makes people weary. And it also depends on too what your status might be, how much money you might have. Maybe you're used to people using you for that, or wondering if people are genuine, or if they only like you for again what you could do for them, or what you have, or whatever it is. Questioning people's motives, right? And again, it could be a thought that someone is having about somebody else, or again, wondering if that person thinks that that's what they were about. And it might not be. I don't see anything that says anything as far as shady stuff, because I got shady songs in there too, trust. I got cheating songs, I got all kinds of songs in there. So these are the things. So obviously, people are on each other's minds, right? Heck, this might even be somebody you got kids with already. I don't know. People are wondering about people's DNA situations. I don't know. So here we are with the feelings. Masculine wants to know why you treat me so bad by Club Nouveau. Again, people seeing different perspectives in regards to maybe what went down or what is. Everybody's trying to maybe people trying to downplay stuff, or I don't know, because that song "Why You Treat Me So Bad," it's like both of them obviously have a different viewpoint in regards to why things ended. And it's kind of like, well, it's your fault, or it's your fault, or whatever it is. But somebody's feeling some kind of way. Both people are feeling some kind of way. Everybody's in there, as opposed to talking to each other. Everybody's just in their heads, wondering. Feelings the feminine has is, what you won't do, you do for love. That's the Bobby Caldwell song. What you won't do, you do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. That's the jam right there. Maybe the feminine feels like a fool already. Maybe they've already done all kinds of crazy things for this situation, and people thought they were nuts. Even they might have thought they were nuts. But obviously, maybe you are nuts. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes, we give and we give and we give and get nothing in return. Or we invest in the wrong things. But, this person is obviously willing to put in some effort because there's some caring there. But again, they don't know how somebody else is feeling. Do I ever cross your mind, or what? What do you think I am? What do you think I'm about? You think I'm just after you for something? This is again. So again, people don't know what the hell's going on. What's in people's heads, how they feel. Again, a lot of assumptions, perhaps. In the fears the masculine has, same old mistakes. Now that you can either look at the original version, which is by Tame, Tame, Impala, Impala, or Rihanna, because she remade it. There's even versions out there with both of them singing together. People mix it up, so you can have it. It's like a duet. But the masculines wondering if they feel like a new person, right? They feel like maybe they've learned and changed and grown, right? But they're wondering if they're about to make the same old mistakes again. They don't know if they can trust a situation. And there seems to be some kind of trust issues for both people. Now, the fears for the feminine is Cry For You by Jodeci. Figure maybe they're going to forever be in the woes, longing for, you know, you're everything I do. Get on my knees for you. The begging. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, baby. So people are just jacked up. And then we got Anytime by Janet Jackson. Anytime, any place, they don't care who's around, you know. Or maybe they fear that it's never going to happen anytime or any place, but they're always going to be crying for you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? In the hopes of the masculine, they're Wishing on a Star by Rose Royce, Roseroyce. So that's the masculine is hoping to continue wishing on stars to be with the person he wants to be with instead of taking action. Go figure. I don't know. So I said, people like to stay in there and stay in the shoulda, woulda, couldas, and what ifs, and hoping and wishing and dreaming and waiting and taking no action. But hey, this is how we learn. And the hopes for the feminine in regards to the situation is Love Theme by Barry White. And Wanna Be Where You Are by Jackson 5. And Baby by Ashanti. So feminine seems to be ready to be with, and same thing. This one's wishing on a star to be where you are. This one says they want to be where you are. So what's the deal? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The intentions. And these are the intentions. What is the masculine's intentions towards the feminine? I Miss You by Aaliyah. In My System by Robert Palmer. And Lady of My Life by Michael Jackson. And what are the feminine's intentions towards the masculine? Throw Your Arms Around the World by U2. I want to run to you, run to you, run to you. Woman, be still. Woman, I will. It's a good song. Now, what actions would the masculine like the feminine to take in regards to this situation? We got Dire Maker by Led Zeppelin. DYERMAKER. And there's like little asterisks there. And Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera. So somebody wants to do some rubbing, find out what manifests in the rubbing, letting genies out that have been trapped for a minute. Like I said, some people have been in hermit mode. Some people they haven't had any kind of sexy time in years. So people, watch out. You start rubbing, letting them genies out. You don't know what you might get. So once you let that out the closet, they'll be looking. And what actions does the feminine want the masculine to take? I Want You by Marvin Gaye. Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams. And The Closer I Get to You by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. So again, looks like both people are wanting each other. And yet, you know what I'm saying? Now, the mutual energy between the both of them is Someone I Used to Know by ÇOTYE, Gotye. So again, somebody cut somebody off, somebody ghosted somebody had their friends come collect their records, and then the person changed their phone number, and acted like nothing was ever there. It was just whatever. Didn't seem to give a shit. So again, two people seeing the situation like, hey, well, that's why people are needing to, again, have the conversation to own what is yours, what is mine, and can this be resolved, and can we move forward, or do we just have closure and at least we release the karma? But it seems like the two people actually want to be together. So if a conversation is had, perhaps there is hope. Now, what is the advice? What is the advice from Spirit in regards to this situation? You're Not My Kind of Girl by New Edition. And also, If It Isn't Love by New Edition. So again, maybe somebody's trying to convince themselves that you're not my type, or someone might think that this person thinks that they're not their type, right? But if it isn't love, why does it feel this way? Why do you stay on each other's minds? This is the question. Someone might not be thinking someone's good enough. Again, we got the Billie Jean here. So, depending on what the situation is, people question people's, motives. People are questioning each other's self-worth and value. Am I good enough? Maybe they don't think I'm good enough, or whatever people's hang-ups are. I'm too old. I've gained a little weight. I'm not where I want to be in life. Whatever insecurities are coming into play as well. Or again, we can talk for or against any situation. It depends on, again, what are you looking to accomplish? Are you looking to talk yourself out of something? Or are you looking to see if something can work? Because if we make excuses and we stay in our heads, nothing goes anywhere. And people don't know where they stand. And people are questioning, again, their worth. We don't want to start doing that. If people don't see your value and your worth, hey, keep it moving. That's not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of what they failed to see in you. And that doesn't make them a bad person. Sometimes this is just, but sometimes people's views can also change, again, with time apart. People learn new things, they grow, they change, and maybe what wasn't a good time before is a good time now, because the people are more, less coming from their shadow aspect. But again, that shit will still creep in. Fears, insecurities, whatever it is, that old stuff likes to come back up to the surface, because again, this is the test. This is where God is asking you to test your sea legs, to see if you've learned what you learned, or if you're going to fall back on old behavior patterns that allow you to self-sabotage and push people away, or deny yourself things because you feel unworthy, or whatever your stuff is. You can let it mess up opportunities for yourself to be happier within yourself, or to have new experiences with new people, whatever it is. The most important thing any two people in these kind of situations can do is talk to each other. You don't know unless you ask. For the good or bad, it's like rip the Band-Aid off because that shit's been hanging for weeks, months, years. I don't know, whatever people's situations are. But it's time to take it off. Let the wound heal. Let the air get into it. Open up those windows. Let the fresh air in. Clear things out so healing can happen. Right? And we can move forward in joy. What other advice does the universe have? Promise by Sierra. And You Are My Starship by the Dazz Band. D-A-Z-Z. So see? Ain't that fun? And it's short if I end it here. The temptation is always to go and grab more. But maybe I should do it. Maybe I should just leave it here. But I'm still... Well, then maybe I should pull some romance. I can't just... You know what I'm saying? Well, what other advice does the universe have for the two of these people in this situation? Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Holiday times are coming up. So maybe we got the angel in the boat taking the two people off in the gondola by the moonlight to enjoy each other's company and get to know each other and move on towards calmer waters. Might think like Six of Swords. This going to talk about travel. People might need to travel to see each other or take a trip. Although, there ain't going to be too many trips being taken, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to try to be pulling some stuff. So if you're going to make any moves, you better make them before you can't. And what other advice does the universe have for these people here? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Any other advice? Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So either there's a possibility for marriage, an opportunity to save a marriage. This also can speak about soul contracts, things that are meant to come together. Hopefully somebody isn't already married. But if so, I guess people are going to make choices. People got to, I don't know. But I think that this is the potential for this situation, is a union that can be lasting, right? A commitment. Anything else? Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So releasing the past, releasing things that this one's done or that one. Again, I'm not saying know what you're dealing with. Don't be forgiving narcissists, because again, these people never change no matter what they say, because it's a psychological disorder. And shit will always be, listen, like I said, know what you're dealing with. Maybe again, some people are needing to release their own personal pasts, whether that be failures in previous relationships, failures in this relationship, shit that other people have done. Again, trust issue stuff can prevent people from coming together because they always fear history repeating. So this is about, again, clearing the energy, right? So that it leaves the space open for new things. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So you got two cards speaking about spending time together. And maybe that's what needs to happen. Is that it? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Again, divine unions, things that are meant to be, fated, or even the stuff that you've already gone through, karma stuff. We don't know how this stuff works when you come into this world, the agreements that you made. Oh yeah, we're gonna come into this life, and I'm gonna treat you like shit, and you're gonna hate me, and then we're gonna come back together 20 years later, and things will just work out. Again, we don't know the deep, fine details. We just get the gist. But obviously, whatever paths you've been on individually or together, or yet to walk together in a real world sense, where you're actually like living in the same house, you're actually, because again, I don't know people's situations. Could be people that you've never met, only people that you've known online. Could be people that live at distances. A lot of people are involved in those kind of things, long distance things, where they never really had a chance to come together to see how it would work in person, right? People come from different religious backgrounds, people come from different social standings, people come from different countries or cultures. Am I repeating myself? I don't know, maybe, but you know what I'm saying. Very soon, further decide what you want so that it comes to you. And on that note, I think that's perfect. 24. We'll end it here. Take care.